Hello everyone, Chris here. Today let's take a look at the latest retro handheld from AYN, the Odin 3. First, let's do a quick unboxing. Odin 3 has 5 different colors: black, white, rainbow, and transparent blue and purple. Now let's go through the specs. The RAM is available from 8GB all the way up to 24GB, and they are all DDR5X memory. The storage starts from 128GB to 1TB. Do note that the base version uses UFS 3.1, where others use UFS 4. Its chip, Snapdragon 8 Elite, which has 8 cores, is the most powerful chip used on Android handhelds. Odin 3 uses an 8000 mAh battery and weighs 385 grams. The price for the base model is $330, and for the Ultra model is $520. In the front, we have a 6-inch 1080p OLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate. We can see that the Odin 3 has a full-screen glass panel design, which makes the screen bezels invisible, and the edges feel very smooth. Here we have 2 huge Hall effect joysticks with a decent amount of range, and all the buttons are very quiet. Let's take a closer look. On the bottom, we have a memory card slot with a nice cap, a headphone jack, and a full-function USB-C port. On top, we have volume buttons, an indicator light, and a fingerprint reader that also acts as the power button. The triggers and shoulder buttons are also huge, with some anti-slip texture. The shoulder buttons are very clicky and can be activated in all locations. The triggers are linear with decent travel. There is no button on either side, and on the back we can find 2 function buttons on the grip. The fan is actually on the right half of the opening, so the left side is mainly used as a decoration, but I personally love this kind of symmetrical design. Now, let's dive into some games and see how this device performs. All the tests are carried out under the high performance mode of Odin 3. First, we have the God of War 2 on PS2. It's a very demanding game, but we can get a stable 60 FPS with 5 times the native resolution, which is 2560 by 2240. There are even more pixels than 2K resolution on PC. There is no doubt that the Odin 3 is capable of handling all the retro emulators with ease. Let's move on to PC emulation. I'm using GameHub with default drivers and compatibility layers because I think that's the most realistic use case for us regular players. Not everyone has the time to test the best configuration for every single game.
version. Prophet, let's go. Romeo Actual, this is Romeo 1. Initiating burnout, over.
Copy that, Romeo 1.
As for PS3 emulation, with the latest version of RPCSX and the turnip driver, I wasn't even able to load God of War 3. Switch back to the default driver, the opening scene has a stable 40 FPS, but it freezes when we actually control the character. We'll have to wait for the future drivers to have some playable experience.
Your son has returned. I bring the destruction of Olympus!
Odin3 has many useful functions out of the box, like the control panel where we can see the current frame rate, temperature, and the usage of CPU and RAM. It also provided two background functions to help with the OLED burn-in, the pixel offset and the block pixel refresh. The block pixel refresh can also make a difference if and after the burn-in. In conclusion, AYN Odin 3 delivers by far the most powerful performance among all Android handhelds. It can provide a smooth experience for PS2 and other prior emulators, and it showed a lot of potentials for PS3 and even PC emulation. What do you think of this device? Would you get one for yourself? Tell me in the comments, and please subscribe to my channel, it means a lot to me. I'm Chris, and I'll see you in the next video.